Hi.
Hi, and this is Ashley Ball for all the people on my YouTube channel, or even if I put this on TikTok. And you are in the new fun movie, Rock Dogs 2. I loved it. I loved it. So
Cool.
let's just start off with something generic. Tell me a little bit about your character.
Yeah, I get to voice Dharma,
Mhm.
who is a very she's she's a very gifted bass player and musician and just all around like solid fox, I'd say. I think she's sort of like the glue of the band a little bit.
Okay. And you actually, so this is Rock Dogs 2, and you're actually coming in this, the sequel. You were replacing what May Whitman, who played your same character. So how is that to come in, playing a character that's been played by someone else? Did you even try to resemble her voice any?
I mean, they were, yeah, like the big shoes to fill for sure. It's always weird coming in when there's already sort of an established voice for the character.
Yeah.
Luckily, it is a cartoon, so it's like not that different. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was really cool to try and kind of just capture her essence. They weren't very picky about like having total voice matches, like but they just wanted to have that same kind of vibe. Dharma has like this kind of carefree. She's got that kind of raspy voice, and she's just kind of this like badass fox. And I think they just kind of wanted to have that same essence with whoever voiced her coming up. So yeah, I auditioned and I definitely studied May's voice and
Uh-huh.
tried to do it as best as I could. But yeah, it was
Did you get to talk with her any or get any, tips or no?
no,
Oh.
no, I didn't get to communicate with her. But yeah, it was cool. They definitely worked with us a lot in the audition process and
Mhm.
just tried to, yeah, kind of get that pocket of cool musician vibe.
Well,
Yeah.
we actually met before. You might not remember me, but I went to the red carpet for My Little Pony. My daughter even has a little picture with you. I would try to find it, and I was like, oh.
No
So
way.
yeah,
That was like, yeah, well,
it was
three
in New York, so it
York.
was
That's right. Yeah, it was.
3 years ago. Yeah, and so that just maybe I was like, she sure likes playing, the animal voices, right? So is there something that you're drawn to about playing these animal voices, or?
Oh, it's so fun to be. I mean, obviously, just the fantasy aspect of it, and
Mhm.
like an animal can be any ethnicity, really. You're not like thinking
That's
about a
true.
certain ethnicity. It's very like broad, and it's just yeah, it's cool to just like sink even deeper into the realm. I mean, ponies are one thing, foxes are a total other story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that pony premiere that was great. I got to rub shoulders with Tay Diggs and Kristen Chenoweth, and
Uh-huh. It was fun. And that's what's that? What were you?
I say that was the one time where showing up late for the red carpet really paid off for me because I showed up right when all like the big celebrities were showing up. I was like sweating and running in. It was actually perfect
I
for
could not even tell when you came in. You were just glowing, so I couldn't even tell. Yeah. So you're playing, in the rock band. She plays. Did you sing any in this? Did you get to?
no, I all the music was done separately. So
Okay.
yeah, all of none of the music was recorded when we recorded the animation. So um, or the voices for the animation. So yeah, it was all done separately, and it would have been nice. I'm hoping that maybe for Rock Dog 3, if that ever happens, Dharma can have a sweet bass solo slash vocal solo, so I can actually sing because that's something that I do love to do. Um, but yeah, no, we didn't get to sing for our characters, unfortunately.
So on that, I looked on IMDb and actually said you were filming for Rock Dog 3. I was like, really? Are they already filming? So they must not know something that, that we don't.
I don't know anything. I know nothing.
Cross your fingers here. So how was recording for, did you record when did it take place? Did you record any during the pandemic or?
No, we did all of this pre-pandemic, so the COVID wasn't even in the realm of our world. Yeah, it was a really, I mean, it was probably one of the last full animated features that I recorded before like lockdown happened, and it was just so nice to be in a room with everybody, sharing energy, sharing like laughs in real time, in super close quarters, you know, like the old days, like actually recording in a room together. Now, well, since obviously last March, it's been very sanitized and very sort of solo and a little bit sad because you know you're kind of by yourself in the studio and they're following protocol and everything, but it's there's nothing that matches that like energy you get with everyone in the room. So I definitely
bet.
and that was a huge part of, I think, just the chemistry of the film. So
I bet. And so how are you, in what ways do you like your character?
well, I have played in a band for many years. I played in an indie rock band in Vancouver, and we've toured all across Canada and the States and Europe. And
What's the name of it?
Hey Ocean.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, we haven't been active for a while. We're all doing solo music right now, but yeah. So I'd say it was really cool to be able to bring my voice to Dharma, because there are so many parallels with my own experience in a band, and I mean really, there's three of us that are like the core members of the band, and it's been a long road, and a band is like a chosen family, and you know there's so many obstacles that you come up against when you're trying to make it in the industry. And yeah, I feel like there was definitely moments that Dharma had in the movie that I could 100% relate to, just like, you know, trying to hold things together, or like kind of be a mediator between band members or whatever it might be. So yeah, there was definitely aspects where I was like, whew, this is real.
Too real.
Yeah.
Well, I love the message of the movie, you know, about staying true to who you are, and I think it's a great message to give to kids. And I just wondered, especially in the career you're in, if you ever had come across anything where it really, you know, an inner conflict of staying true to who you are.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, there's so many. We entered the music industry as a band, and we were all pretty young at the time, and there's tons of different people from labels and whoever. If you're gaining traction as a band, people are going to take notice, and there's going to be tons of different feedback and different, you know, ways that you could go. I remember this one A&R rep came up to me one time, and he was like, I think that you should just ditch the singing and just rap. Rap. Like, because I did this little, like, kind of Gwen Stefani moment on stage where I'm, you know, doing this thing. He's like, that's what people want to hear. And I was like, what? Like, how? No. And like, but my bandmates were like, okay, yeah, maybe we could add some more like of those moments into the set. And you kind of have to take everything with a grain of salt. And I mean, we also had a very, very strange encounter with Gene Simmons along the way, where he, from Kiss.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he wanted to, he wanted to sign our band to his label and take us in a very different direction than we were going. And he actually flew up to Vancouver, and we did a private showcase for him. And it was very strange. I mean, he's a brilliant man and a very, very, very brilliant businessman. And he was really drilling that into us, that it's like, it's not just music, it's the music business. And it was, it was not the right fit for our band. We all had a big discussion about it at the end, and it just didn't really make sense. But there's definitely those people that will come into your life as a performer, if you're pursuing music, or I mean, I guess any profession really, and try and kind of like pull you one way or the other. And you really have to, you have to listen to that inner voice and that, that tuition that you have inside.
I love it. Well, thank you for chatting with me. And the movie comes out, right? Rock Dogs 2. It's on digital June 11th and Blu-ray June 15th.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Right? I got it. Well, thank you for taking the time out to chat. It's been a pleasure. And my daughter's excited. Like, I'm gonna have to tell her, because she was at school today, and I told her she remembers you, you know, from the red carpet. So I have to send her your wishes. I'm gonna definitely do that.
Tell the Rainbow Dash says hi.
Oh, I love it. Well, thank you again.